of an opening event. Great to get you on the platform of Showtime Championship Boxing and to open the night. And now we get to the co-main event that'll come your way on January 25th. And coming here to the podium is a man who was the former unified champ at 154 pounds. Fighting for the first time since he lost that fight to Julian Williams. It was one of this year's best fights. He returns here to Barclays Center. In fact, he made his first defense as champion here at Barclays Center. Also became the first person to stop Austin Trout right here in this building. He's quoted as saying, "I fell back, doesn't mean though I've fallen off." Here he is, Swift Jarret Hurd.
How's it going, everybody? First of all, I want to thank God, for allowing me to be here. Thank Al Heyman, Showtime, PBC Boxing, the Barclays Center. And, this is my first time doing the interview since my fight with Julian Williams. So, I jotted down some bullet points to target all the questions that wanted to be answered. I may spend a little time up here, so. Let's start by saying, man, last time I was up here, I was an undefeated fighter. Going to my 5th world title fight. Defended in my hometown. And, I suffered my first loss of my career, It was tough for me, man, because not saying I was seeing past my opponent, but the future we had, it was planning on becoming the undisputed champion in my weight class, and we had big plans for me. But not only did I lose that night, man, I also lost my trainer, and I lost my gym home. It was tough for me because I was on vacation, not knowing that I'm getting all these phone calls from various people thinking they're just checking on me and things like that. And it was actually when my mother called, she kept calling me on vacation, mom's call, you like, man, something gotta be wrong. And she hit me up and told me that, did you check out this interview on social media? And I was like, nah, man, what you talking about? She was in flames. And I went on social media to check out the interview, man. It was my coach. He was bad-mouthing me, man. So he got to talking about certain things about, the lifestyle I'm living and the substances I put into my body. The weight loss and things I gained in between weights. He just basically went on the media, talked about all these things about me that I was not aware of. And I'm the type of guy that when you family, if it is things like that you feel about me, you bring that stuff to me, you know what I'm saying? So I came home, I had the conversation with him, and we've been together for 12 years, so it's not like it was easy for me just walking there and make a decision that no longer working with his coach. It was more of, we sat down, we had a conversation, and I gave him an option. I said, you can continue to work with us, man. We family. We should be able to work through this. And he made the decision that he didn't want to no longer work with me. He wasn't happy with the team I had. He wasn't happy with the staff that I was working with, so he didn't want to continue to work with me. But with that being said, I was lost. I didn't know what direction to go. I didn't have a gym home. Trying out opportunities. We had a rematch clause set for December 14th. And I couldn't go into a fight in the condition I was in. I wasn't training. I was still looking. I did find a coach at the time. And, I basically, it was harder for me not to take that fight than it was ever for me to take that rematch. And I like to really thank Al because at the time, man, talking to him, he really told me, man, Jerry, you do so much for others. You're such a giving person. You're such a caring person, man. But at this time, you got to really think about yourself, man. You can't think about what others are thinking about. You can't fall into that. You got to take a step back and really do what's best for you. And the best decision for me is not to go into the rematch that way. With a few months of training. And But in the process, man, I also got a blessing. I got to link up with my coach, K. Karoma. 12 years I've been training at home. And, now he's finally given me the experience to be able to train out of town. We've been training in Colorado. We've been training in different places and getting away from everything. Just focusing strictly on boxing. And as you can see, man, I cut the hair off. Everybody saw the gold mohawk. It was just ready for a change for me. Also, I did this before Odell Beckham, for all you guys are thinking that. Yeah, man, and but the change was great for me. I thought working with my previous trainer that I learned everything, but at the time, not realizing working with someone else, I had so much more to learn. And now working with Kay, it's showing me that I have a lot more to grow and become a better fighter. And, I can't wait till January 25th to finally get back in the ring. No, I will not be moving up to 160. I will stay at 154. I will be fighting to get my titles back. That's not to look past Francisco Santana. He's a great fighter. But I'm just looking to regain my titles and get back to the old me. So, like Brian said, man, just because I fell back, that don't mean I fell off. I just stepped back, went back to the basics to regain myself. So don't you ever forget, it's still Mr. Get That Bag, yeah.
Thank you, Jarret. 25, 7-1. 12 of his victories have come by knockout. All-action fighter out of Santa Barbara. Looking to bounce back. Had a close decision loss to Abel Ramos in March. Has a good victory over Felix Diaz. He's faced champions like Jermell Charlo, Saddam Ali. He's known as Chia. Here is Mr. Francisco Santana.
How's it going? First of all, I want to thank God, thank Al Heyman, TGB Promotions, Louis de Cubas for the great opportunity. And I know that everyone in this room is giving me a zero chance come fight night. But it's okay. I read the comments. I read what people post on BoxingScene.com. All the that it's gonna be a massacre, this and that. But it's all good. There's 3 people that believe in me. That's Haas Janik, my buddy Chris J, and myself. And obviously, to be able to fight a former unified world champion like Jarret Hurd, he's a good, solid fighter, man. And this is my what I say, my Super Bowl. I gotta go out there and make the best. When somebody calls and presents an opportunity like that, you can't turn it down. So when I got the phone call, I'm like, to fight because one of the biggest names in the division, it's hard to say no. I'm like, of course I'm gonna step up to the plate, and come January 25th, I'm gonna go and prove to everybody my definition of never giving up on a dream. I've been pursuing it since I was a kid. Had some setbacks, and just I had some setbacks. I've also picked myself back up and rise to the occasion. And come January 25th, I'm gonna fight with every ounce and spirit that I have in me, and to bounce back from my last fight and go on and be a world champion hopefully soon. Thank you.
All right, guys, face forward. Brought a lot of courage in front. Okay. Back to these.